They ask how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this damn break room, y'all. Oh, boy. All right. You said you got 13 minutes outside. Child, I got a little bit longer than you, but I hope you all are feeling good and doing great. Happy hump day to each and every one of y'all. And as you see from the title of this live, y'all, this is just a lunchroom conversation. Thank you so much, TNJ Show. So yes, you said I was just catching up on your live last night. Well, thank you, Newton. I appreciate that. Yes, Lorena, it's lunchtime, honeys. Okay, and just real quick, y'all, I noticed that, we did a live last night over the chicks, Chrissy, Jasmine, and what's her name? Ming. Chrissy, Jasmine, and Ming, basically discussing how Jasmine ended up getting in the place that she's at. And I know for the most of you guys, I'm not gonna say y'all tired of hearing the conversation, but it's kind of redundant at this point, right? Well, from yesterday up until today, it seems like all the girls, I don't think I've seen Mean yet, but I believe, yes, Olivia did do a live, Chrissy did a live, and I believe Jasmine did a live today. And here's the thing, y'all. At the end of the day, everybody is getting their coins, okay? And let's be honest, that's what social media is about, getting your damn coin. I think over time, for me, I think most of these ladies, if not all of them, I believe what we all wanted to see as the audience is progressions for these ladies. And I said to you guys yesterday, when I saw me and Chrissy and Jasmine on that live panel, I wasn't impressed. And when I said that, I wasn't saying that like I don't want to see them friends or communicate with each other. Because in all fairness, I don't give a damn what they do. Because I don't have a reason to. It's not my life, right? It's their life. It's their decisions, their friendships, whatever. We are the people that they allow to be privileged to this information because they put it out on the internet. You said the struggle is real when people have to do skits for views. Well, people do skits for internet catch-up, but typically, it's a skit because that's the type of channel it is. Like I watch Lowdown and Uncle Hank. When I watch Lowdown and Uncle Hank, or is it Uncle Hank and Lowdown? However it's worded. There's some cats from Chicago. Shouts out to Chi-Town. When I watch them, I know pretty much everything that's going on their channel is a skit because that's what their channel is. Their channel is compiled of skits. When you watch these moms, you don't expect skit because they told us they're vlogging their real lives. So over time, that's what we all expected to see, real life situations. Now, what's going on between Olivia and Jasmine? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm too intelligent to even decipher it at this point. For me, it's just content. For me and my chat, we're going to talk about the situation. We're going to give our thoughts and opinions. I don't think we really care too much if it's real or not. Because for the most part, y'all, we going to watch regardless if it's real or if it's fake. We're going to watch because we're thoroughly entertained, right? We're entertained. And the majority of us have been watching this for quite some time. Too Real said, right, I wasn't impressed. These women saying growth, coming on here, still speaking on the same stuff over and over. It's not growth. Talk about positivity, move on from drama. And you know what? Too real, that's true. But everybody can't speak positivity if there's not always positive things going on in their life. Like if you got some drama situation going on in your life and you want to talk about it publicly, you definitely can do that. But in all honesty, us still rehashing Mamiana from 4, almost 5 years ago, yeah, it's kind of redundant at this point. Now, me personally, like I said to you guys yesterday, I don't know how friendly I could be with a woman who got on the internet and convinced somebody else to spread a rumor that it seems like I could have told her about me and used it to weaponize me, especially something in saying like, you know, I potentially could have had um, a STD that is not curable. Yeah, I don't know if I would have been too friendly with you after you did that, regardless if you was mad, sad, glad, whatever you were. If I told you that in confidence and now we're no longer friends, but at the time I told you that that was to be confident. Now you could talk about you could talk about my hair, you could talk about my clothes, you could talk about where I live at, what kind of car I drive. But when you go to do something like that, that's to me, that's definitely hitting below the belt. Because again, in my opinion, Jasmine and Chrissy were no longer friends based off some irreconcilable differences between them. It's not like Chrissy slept with Jasmine's man or Jasmine slept with her man or Chrissy stole a shit ton of money from her or Jasmine stole a lot of money from her. It had nothing to do with that. It simply had to do with, from my understanding, Chrissy made a statement that she didn't like Jasmine's boyfriend at the time, Chris, and Jasmine was upset. She felt like Chrissy was trying to humiliate her on the internet just by saying, I don't like your man. Now, in my opinion, Chrissy knew what she was doing when she did that, because at the time when Chrissy said that a couple years ago, the internet was already not feeling Chris. And Chrissy knows how in this community, how people perceive Jasmine. So she already knew how people perceive Jasmine. Chrissy already knew how the internet was perceiving Chris. So and we knew that you guys were cool. Y'all was real close. For you to get on the internet and say, I don't like your man, in my opinion, Chrissy knew that was going to start some drama, some confusion. Now, again, y'all, that was a couple of years ago. I would think we've all moved past this. But I guess in some ways they have, in some ways they haven't. You said, I just don't get why Chrissy allowed herself to be persuaded to do the live. I feel some kind of way about my friendship with Ming. I'm just saying, watch it. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, Tea Time. I don't think it's really that deep. Those ladies knew what gets this internet talking in this community. Them coming together was a conversation, right? It was for a way for them to make money, for them to gain viewers, and so on and so forth. Chrissy did say in her live that she don't know where the relationship between her and Jasmine is going to go. She doesn't really know, but for her to even make that statement made me feel like you're contemplating continuing on a friendship. And, in all honesty, it's Chrissy's life. She could do what she want to do with it. If let's be honest, Chrissy made some mistakes with men and she continued on dealing with other men after she made mistakes with one man. So for her to make a mistake with Jasmine and then continue on a relationship with Jasmine, in my opinion, is no different than when she got with a man, made a mistake with a man, and went on with another one. Now, the only difference is obviously you go on with a different man. So this is a whole different situation. And Jasmine is still the same person. So to me, that's the only, I don't think Jasmine has changed. I truly feel like Jasmine was very hurt behind the fall of her and Chrissy's relationship. And in the event that something happens, conspires, and their friendship ends again, I feel like Jasmine probably would more than likely handle the situation like she did before. Jasmine spoke of growth, and I'm sorry, I see no growth in Jasmine. I just really don't. I don't see any growth in her. The only thing I've seen her do is finally admit that you are not a family channel, and I guess that's in my opinion now that's taking accountability because since your channel is far from a family channel. Now Jasmine violated too many friend codes. She dead and stinking. Yeah, and that's true. Southside, that is definitely true. Even going over there. Here's the thing, y'all. What Olivia did was dead ass wrong, right? And I heard somebody say the other day, I don't believe in it wasn't anybody in this community. I saw it somewhere on the internet where someone said, I don't believe in that. You go low, I go high. I don't believe in that. Like if you do something to me, I'm tooth for tooth, nail for nail. And some people do live by that philosophy. I'm just the type of person where if it's not affecting my everyday life, sis, what you got going on over there, if it don't affect how I eat and breathe and sleep every day, heifer, I'm not gonna give you my energy. You want to be mad? You can be mad. I'm gonna go over here and mind my business. Now, obviously, y'all, there's a lot of people who don't think like that, and then there are people who do. Our family said this is what happens when you bring your beef to the internet. Now that everyone has an opinion, the ladies don't like it. They should have learned to keep their business to themselves. Well, they should have learned that a long time ago, our family, our journey, with everything that they do. Chrissy is the only one to the somewhat that doesn't really put her every day. Okay, let me say this. Chrissy doesn't vlog the way she did when I found her 5 years ago. Okay. She doesn't do that. Jasmine Jasmine and Olivia are trying to adapt that concept, but it's hard for them because they don't have a life outside of the internet. It appears that Chrissy does, but we know just by watching Jasmine and Olivia every day that their lives consist of this internet, in my opinion. Um, I didn't bring my glasses. I don't like that Jasmine acts clueless all the time. Own up to your crap. Well, Daisy Marie, yes, she should take accountability for her actions when she's wrong. But let's be honest, sis, we can't arm wrestle Jasmine and make her do anything. See, this is where I say, y'all, you gotta let these people be these people. You can't get totally overly invested in what they got going on because again, their actions don't affect our everyday life. And that's how I've been able to do these reactions for as long as I have, y'all, because I don't get overly emotional and overly invested in what these chicks got going on. Like we'll talk about it, we'll bring up scenarios, we'll say, "Did y'all remember when this happened?" Right? We'll say that just to let you know, sis, we not sleep over here. We wide awoke and we watch it. But at the end of the day, if Jasmine wants to be a snake and do shout outs for folks' ex-boyfriends and baby daddies, since you go right on ahead. Chrissy, is she still aspiring to be a mother of yet another baby, which will make her total from 9 to 10? Since you go right on ahead. Olivia, if you want to keep your mama held hostage to been in the house, helping you nanny after your children, you go right ahead. It's a funny thing. Let me change the subject. I did watch a little bit of Olivia's live that she did yesterday, and somebody in the comments asked her, why does Kailani look so different? Someone asked her, is Kailani part Asian? And Olivia said, no, she's not part Asian. She said, Kailani just got her own look. I said, well, that's odd that Kailani would have her own look when Robin and Ryan look similar to each other and they're sisters. And AJ looks a lot like Ryan, your youngest child, because AJ resembles Olivia, but Kailani looked different than everybody in the damn house. Where you go get her from? The damn Cabbage Patch? I thought that was an odd statement to make. I said, well, yeah, I guess she would look very different from everybody else because clearly she has a different father from everybody else. Even AJ looks like Ryan, but the baby looked like nobody. Yeah, right, Michelle. Even the baby, even AJ looked like Ryan. We all said that. He got them big old doe eyes like Ryan does. We all said that, but Kaylani look. She don't look like nobody in the damn house, but yet she's supposed to be related to everybody in the house. That don't even make sense. That makes no type of sense. You say Kaylani looks white. She could say she look she looks either Asian or white. Well, we definitely, in my opinion, a black man did not have relations with Olivia and conceive that child. That's just my opinion. And if it is a black man, he's probably the same shade as Olivia. Not no dark skinned black man. That's just my opinion. I'll be honest with you. I don't really pay too much attention to that baby. Long as she's thriving, and now what I will say could be very sad. Let's just say Olivia did have a baby by a random guy and she doesn't really know who he is. That's unfortunate for Kaylani, because why does her three oldest get to know who their daddy is, but the two youngest don't? I think that's very unfair to your children. Imagine as those kids get older and they're having a conversation. Christian, Robin, and Ryan have a conversation about their dad and how wonderful he is. Because y'all know Father's Day is coming up Sunday. And then let's just say 5, 6, 7 years from now, all five of the kids sitting around and Kaylani and AJ can't make no mention of their daddy because they don't even know who the hell he is. Does that even make sense? You said Puerto Rican. You said, I still say that baby daddy is the white man she was swimming with in the pool. Oh, you think so? What? So I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. But like I said, I didn't really get a chance to get into Olivia's live. I watched a little bit of it. I did watch some of Chrissy's live. I think I watched about 30 minutes of it. And I know Jasmine went live today. I haven't watched any of it. I don't know what we could talk about later on this afternoon. I'm gonna have to really sit and think about it, but I'm not really sure. You say you wanted me to say it. You're so funny, too real. The Web Kids daddy shows up and shows out for them. AJ and Kalani do not look alike. They definitely don't look alike. And you know what? I would say this, y'all. As a person who's been watching these ladies for several years now, like, I feel bad for them. I really do. I feel bad that Olivia has two kids by two different men, and she's so embarrassed that she can't even talk about it on the internet. Like, I'm pretty sure the majority of her following, or a lot of people that's following her, have multiple children by multiple men. If they got two kids by two different men, if they got three kids by three different men. Olivia's not the only one. But because, in my opinion, Olivia has mocked and made fun of so many people on this internet, and then her situation turns out to be the situation she's made fun of for other women. Now she's too ashamed and embarrassed to get on this internet and say, yes, y'all, I had two more kids by two different men. Now what? Like, let's be honest. Who gonna kick her ass about that? Nobody. But she has got on this internet and have mocked so many people about their situations that she's embarrassed now to even talk about her own. You said she wanted those kids? Yes, she did. She wanted to birth AJ and Kalani because she needed to feel like a mother. Although she says she's the mother to them three oldest kids, but because they don't live in the house with her every day, she feels less than a mother. And so to have KJ and Alani, or AJ and Kaylani, it gives her more representation that, oh, I am a mother because I have two kids living in the house with me. It's right. Tea time. Yes, basically what I just said. She's talked ish about so many other women and mocking their situations with their kids and their baby daddies. One of them being, she prided herself on being a baby mama to one man, and she said she could never do that. She could never have multiple kids by multiple different men. And 3 years later, you're now a serial baby mama because you got baby daddies, more than one. Them replacement babies. Girl, a mess, honey. So let me tell y'all a quick story. So the other day I was on the internet and I saw this crime story that happened here recently. I believe it happened in Detroit, Michigan, where a man, you know, I'm telling you, y'all, the world that we live in, you got to pray every day. Because when I tell you this world that we live in is so wicked. So a young man, text a girl that he was dating. Her name is Cinnamon. He texts the girl and say, "Hey, I don't want to be with you anymore." He breaks up with her. Okay. So he breaks up with her via text message. So they didn't necessarily say what happened in between her receiving the text, but the next thing you know, she decided to go to the gas station after she receives this text from this guy. She goes to the gas station and gets 75 cents worth of gas. She has this makeshift bomb. She drives to the guy's house, takes the bomb, throws it on the porch of the guy's house, takes the 75 cents worth of gas, throws it on this makeshift bomb, lights it, and ignites the whole house into flames. Now, obviously, a house engulfed in flames, you just can't walk out the front door. So the occupants of the home, which was the guy and other people in the home, were the only way they can get out was through the window. Okay. Through the window, they started jumping out the house. But unfortunately, the man who the girl was dating, mother, who was 53 years old, paralyzed on the left side of her body, was wheelchair bound. She couldn't get out the house. Now, why she couldn't get out the house? I mean, obviously, you guys, I don't know if because it looked like the house was a two-story home. So I don't know if the woman was downstairs, upstairs. I don't know where this woman was in the house. But obviously, through a fit of panic, everybody trying to save their lives and they're jumping out of windows trying to save their lives. And I guess because there was so much commotion and pandemonium going on, nobody thought to grab the mother. So I'm just going to assume that she didn't burn alive. I'm just going to assume that the smoke probably overcame her before the fire actually did. Well, as the house was engulfed in flames and the occupants of the home were jumping out the windows trying to save their lives, the woman who caused the fire was parked across the street and texts the guy, the ex-boyfriend, and says, "Your house on fire." As she sends him this text, she proceeds to drive off from the house because she's sitting across the street watching the house burn and everybody jumping out the window. She proceeded to drive down the street to the nearest McDonald's, got her something to eat, and then made another pit stop to the dope man and got her some cocaine. Now, obviously, you guys, this lady got caught and she's in jail right now, pending the charges for this fire. But all I want to say is, what happened to the old days when somebody would break up with you and you would get mad, maybe call him or her a couple times, beg for them to take you back, or even if you didn't want to feel like begging, you went over there and maybe bust his window out, slash a tire or two, or maybe even put a Snicker bar in his gas tank. Whatever happened to that? Y'all don't do that anymore? Has that went out of style? When have we got to the point where we burning people's houses down because they say they don't want you anymore? Little sugar in the tank. I understand I'm older and y'all, this younger generation say, "Oh, that was back in the day." But baby, y'all need to bring back in the day. Y'all need to make that more relevant today because, the fact that you can't take regret, somebody, telling you I don't want you anymore, and your response is to set the whole house on fire and then kills this man's mama in the process. Yeah, y'all. So that's what I'm saying. That's y'all don't do that anymore. Y'all don't flat tires, bust a window or two out, pour bleach on his clothes. Y'all don't do that anymore. I said, baby, this world is wild. It's very scary out here. The fact that this woman, and I believe the woman is in her mid 20s. It said that she had a child. I don't know if him and the, I don't know if she shared the child with the guy, but it did say she had a child. She said a guy here did that in the 80s. They gave him the DP, the death penalty, and you said, and he was just executed 10 years ago. He unalived the whole family, shaking my head, mom and 3 kids. Girl, child, I was ashamed, you know. But I thought that was just so insane. I said, my God, lady, not only did you throw your own life away, you destroyed the lives of many others, all because this man texted you and said he didn't want you anymore. That wasn't to say every man in the world didn't want you anymore. It was only saying that that particular man, I don't know if she was with the man a month, a year, a minute. I don't know how long she had been with this man. Just because this one particular man said to you he didn't want you anymore, that gave you the right to go over there and destroy his life because somebody said they want to quit you. That's not to say every man in the country said they don't want you anymore. That's that one particular man. At the end of the day, baby, you always got to love yourself more than you can love anybody else. And if you're in a situation where you loving on this man or this woman more than you love you, baby, that's not love. That's called insanity. Because I'm not saying you're not supposed to love somebody. I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be deeply in love with somebody, but you never should be more in love with someone else than you are with yourself. I know, Sheikah, exactly. You said some men abuse you and then they break up with you. That's enough to drive someone crazy. Well, Kaylee, all I can say is have better control over your feelings and your emotions. Because if the man abused you, that means your beef is with him, not the whole entire family. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Okay. You said obsession, baby. Just stay prayed up out here, y'all. At this point, all you can do is stay prayed up because, there's some really crazy things going on in the world. Unfortunately, there's crazy things going on right in the world that you live in your city, in your state, in your town, in your village, wherever you live at. So all I can say is, y'all, be very cautious, very leery of your surroundings, the people you invite into your life, right? Be very cautious of people's energy. Okay, that's very important to be cautious of people's energy. Even if a man starts acting like he acting a little cray cray, and you think it's cute because it makes you feel like he really like you, baby, that's not cute. Okay, that's not cute for somebody to even say that if you leave me, I'ma kill you. Yeah, sis, take that as being serious. Because if somebody can utter that out their mouth, I feel like they mean what they may act on that later on. Okay, you might think initially, he said he loved me so much he'd kill me if I leave him. Baby, that's not cute. Okay, that's not love. In my opinion, that's called insanity. Okay, I don't want nobody to love me that hard. Because I love me. Okay, and I want you to love you. I want you to love me too, but I always want you to love you more than you love me, because that means you gonna think about yourself before you think about hurting me. Okay. Whoo, all right, y'all. That's my time, honey. Let me get on up out of here. I just wanted to share my little thoughts with y'all. Little mid-afternoon break room chat. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. TMR is definitely going to see you in the next one, honey. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.